Well, how are the children do? This year the Queen Quet one more again for this year Gullah Geechee TV Nation News. This year time we did on Hunting Island, right across or Strip Island, here in Beaufort County, South Kakalaki in the Gullah Geechee Nation. We going to tune in a little bit so 100 children will join me on the Gullah Root Experience Educational Journey with the NABS. Yes. Now, one of the things about NAB and things for NAMPON, no, not that kind of NAB. We're talk about the National Association of Black Scuba Divers, and this year the Youth Educational Summit. So this is the 8th one they would do 20 years into having NABS, and they come here to the Gullah Geechee Nation for join me for a day. And so part of the day been Poncentown Island, and the other rest here at Hunting Island. So tune in a little bit and learn just what is going on. I'm so glad it's another day up on Poncentown Island. This year the part of the Gullah Geechee Nation and things like that. Now the first thing, no cameras throughout the day. Now the first thing Hunter need for know. Anywhere that Hunter to go and things like that, Hunter should ask people first if Hunter can take a picture, if Hunter can use camera and thing, if Hunter can record a voice or anything like that. When those say Hunter phone and thing, and most Hunter drawers and thing got recording on them now and things like that. But that ain't mean say Hunter supposed to just do them. Hunter should ask people first. So to make sure you understand, alright, there's no use of cameras, audio, or videotaping equipment other than what you see Ken and my assistant doing. Anywhere that you go in the world, when you come into an indigenous community, you should pay respect by asking first whether or not you can record someone or take their photo. Although your cell phones and practically your underwear have cameras and recording devices on it nowadays, doesn't mean you should just do it. Because in an indigenous community, recording of someone's image or voice is like taking a part of their spirit. Okay? On top of that, the exploitation of indigenous communities has come because people came in, took their images, took their voices, and then they use it somewhere else, but that community never benefits from it. And then you'll even go in museums. You ever been to a museum? Everybody here been to a museum before? You ever walk by pictures of people, but there are no names of those people on those pictures? That's exploitation. Because that museum is making money off of everybody being admitted, but the family of that person and that person made nothing. You see what I'm saying? And yet, not even their name is known throughout history now. So that's very important when you talk about indigenous communities, and especially those communities of people of African descent. So now I know y'all used to being below water, right? You still are. Because you are in the Gullah Geechee Nation, and part of the way the Gullah Geechee Nation is referred to as the low country. That is because we are technically below sea level. If you were ever to go to Charleston to the South Carolina Aquarium, they have an excellent kiosk that shows you that where you're standing was all covered with water, and they show you where water stopped, and it used to be the state capital, Columbia, South Carolina. Alright? Now, Columbia is not in the Gullah Geechee Nation. The Gullah Geechee Nation begins at Jacksonville, North Carolina, and extends southward to Jacksonville, Florida, and encompasses all of what we just talked about, the low country and the sea islands, and up to 35 miles inland to the St. Johns River. So once you get past that, you are in what we start to call upcountry and mainland, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, and North Carolina. So now 100 children, the Yeti people are cracking teeth like this year, then 100 to the Yeti this year, 100 to the Yeti in the Gullah Geechee Nation. So when you come into the Gullah Geechee Nation, you ought to hear someone speaking the way I just spoke, which is what? Gullah Geechee, exactly. So that is our official language. But since I'm 100 children act like 100 don't stand tall when I do this shit, then I'll speak this way to help y'all, because this sounds like this is your language, right? I don't have to say, ¿qué pasa? ¿Cómo está? You good? Okay, je parle français. Y'all alright? Okay, we good with this one. If I said, what's up? Y'all alright? Oh, y'all really know that? Okay. Well, that cat we yuck, throw me down. And they walk around, change all of this shit. When it red back, the cracker tea, the corn, chicken, the corn, Carolina, and things like that. Even back alone, even in no nuns, in no subs, back alone. All of this shit in one. So all of we ancestors, that them the brought up and things like that. I never mean of me or God. When we don't get it together, we don't get like 100 children to do nothing. We don't be in one stop. And throw in there everything what the evil we have. Throw in there what the jealousy we have. join me, where the Gullah Geechee, join me, where the Geechee at. So I hunter and yet we the art between so come out like this and they go. Rather was, he's in there. And after we done walk, they have to be in the dust. I can't see the cane. They walk out John in that car and run in the water. We gather together and this your place and the water side. With some of these young tree and take 100 have seen that long he had to grind out. 100 years on Spanish mall. So in the evening, now when the Yeti and take like 100 Yeti to snout. But see when we the Yeti, Yeti one day. And they walk whatever Yeti that, when it get across the water, there we got something Yeti. Everything the same thing, tall. So see, nowadays, when people are Yeti, we the white teach they say we not know not much. But then when they hear us speak this way, they're surprised that we do know something else and that we actually do know another language other than our own. But for many years, the only reason our ancestors, our elders, started to know the language I'm speaking now is because when they spoke Twi and they spoke Bai and they spoke Creole and they spoke all of these other African languages and they combined them and created their own language, Gullah. They were told they shouldn't speak that way. They were told that it was backward or ignorant for them to be able to do that. But if someone speaks two languages, what is it called? Bilingual. So does the word bilingual mean ignorant?
No.
Does the word bilingual mean backward? No. But actually, it shows some intellect and intelligence for someone to speak more than one language, doesn't it?
Yes.
Because to be able to switch from one to the other at the appropriate time is not as simple as one might think, right? Because not everybody could do it. If it was that simple, wouldn't everybody be doing it? Right? We speak, what, thousands of languages. But so the thing was that the Africans were never ignorant people. When the Igbo, Mandinka, Malinke, Yoruba, Bola, Yivi, Mengi, Temi, Ipisi, Ibio, and numerous other African ethnicities were kidnapped and brought into this region from the continent, what continent?
Africa.
Of Africa, that we once called Al-Kebulan. Can y'all say Al-Kebulan? They were actually kidnapped because of their knowledge, because of their skill set, as we would say today, their abilities to do various things.
I'm singing on the building. I'm singing on the building. Going home to Jesus, get my reward. I'm singing on the building. I'm singing on the building. I'm singing for my Lord. When I get finished up singing on this building, going home to Jesus, get my reward. I'm working on the building. I'm working on the building. I'm working for the Lord. When I get finished up working on this building, going home to Jesus, get my reward. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
How are the children do today? You look swell. We're glad to see that.
Yes.
So we're glad for day one more again and walk in while and sing praise to God. We thank God for you.
Yes, Lord.
And so this your day, y'all know I bring plenty of children in here.
Yes.
But great God, these are children from all around.
Yes.
But they're the National Association of Black Scuba Divers. That we know. So they like for going down neat in the water. You know how y'all used to lick people and say, don't go in that water, don't go in that water. But these your children, parents, send them in the water. Okay? So they can learn how to swim, but also how to dive. And then be able to be underwater. You know, sometimes you see the TV shows and somebody find a ship under the water.
Yes.
And so it's usually the scuba divers that are able to go down that depth and then find out this stuff is down there. Buried treasure, you know, all them kind of stuff. So these are our future scuba divers that y'all may see on TV or in history books and things like that for making some great discovery that we might not go on to forget, you see. And so this brother here, Brother Ken Stewart, he is the leader of the group, and NABS, yes, is what they call, because this is their Youth Educational Summit, all right, of the National Association of Black Scuba Divers, and NABS has celebrated their 20th anniversary as a National Association of Black Scuba Divers. Anyone say a few words?
Oh, first of all, I want to thank you for having this. I do have some history. My wife is from, she passed, but she's from this area. Where is Pine Lane?
Oh, Pine Lane up the road.
Up the
That's,
road,
yeah, up the road.
And so so I have some kind of roots here. I've been here many times when I was married. My wife passed. So, and her parents spoke Geechee, and I never knew what they were talking about.
You haven't known that cracking people.
I said, are they talking about me? Because so I had some. Hey, I want to thank you. These are some wonderful young people. I don't know if we'll have the opportunity to tell you what you do, but all of them are not divers, but some of them will be divers. Some are, and some are just learning about the water and stuff like that. Traditionally, as we as African Americans, we didn't teach our children how to deal with water. But this earth is 3/4 water, so it's important that we teach our young people about the water. So this is our new venture. Actually, NABS, yes, it was the National Association of Black Scuba Divers Youth Educational Summit. Is only this is our 8th one. And this is our 2nd time here. So the last time we were not able to come here, and I met Queen about 2 years ago, and I told her I would bring NABS yes here. So this is our opportunity to visit here in the Low Country.
Man of his word.
Right,
It's always wonderful to have a chance to stop and just see y'all and have a chance, of course, to spend the day with folks who are new to our culture and our community, but so that they have a chance that when they go back home, they can learn some. I know some people want to go to the gym. Okay, so that they can have a good day. So thank y'all for holding down thing from the land, and these children going to go with me for holding things down from the water. We going all the way hunting all of today, so we going to do a little bit of fishing off the pair, so pray so we catch something. Okay? All right, because something we can eat now. We just going to catch something these days. But yeah.